Hello and welcome to another Your Benefits Advisor video training session. Today's subject will be how to perform a rate quote for Wellpath individual health plans using the current formatted Excel program. You can obtain this software through your YBA support team. Once you've downloaded the program onto your laptop or PC, what you're going to do is open it up. You'll notice how it says Coventry 1, and it also states which quarter you're in. So we're currently in the fourth quarter. And once you try to open it, you're going to go ahead and see a security warning come up. It says disable macros, enable macros, or more info. To run this software and get the full capability, you must enable the macros. Once you do this, you'll see the form come up and be able to start your quote. A couple key points on here in case you have a problem, need to start over. Click to begin new quote here. We'll clear out all fields for you to let you start over and take you back to the default. First thing we're going to do to do a quote for Wellpath, we're going to go ahead and change the effective date to the proper date, and we're going to go and choose December 1st, 2007. At that point, we go down, we put the family name in there, and we'll call this Mr. Jones and his family. Zip code. Two things you can do for zip code. They suggest that you just hit the scroll down, but you will notice there are a lot of zip codes in there, and some of the zip codes actually have the list of counties next to them. I'm going to go ahead and choose a zip code I know works right now. We'll use 27615. Got it in there. Come down and we're choosing the amount of family members we have. Today we'll say there's 3 family members in the Jones family. You have to click out of that box to get it to activate, but once it does, it will populate 3 new fields down towards the bottom where you can put in the family information. One of the tools you're going to need when you're filling this program out is called the guesstimate rate sheet. That's it's basically an idea of the different rate ups that are used by the underwriters. This will be a handy tool for you. It does not show every possible rate up, but it does give you an idea what they're looking for. Go ahead and minimize this. Back here, we're going to go ahead and use our default plan selection. And I tend to use plan number 3. It is the most popular plan that I sell. The reason is it's got the very low deductibles of $1,000, and then it's 100% coverage after that. It also has a $15 copay for your primary care provider, as well as your specialist care providers, a $30 copay. You'll notice if you change the default plans, it will change inside the box there. And also change your plans down towards on the individuals. You will have the opportunity to change these on an individual basis as well. You notice how this one changed to 80%, but it's a $250 deductible. You have currently 31 plans listed in, as well as qualified high deductible plans. So all the plans that you need to quote for a customer are listed here at this time. So hopefully soon this will be going to online, and this will not be necessary, but until then, we'll make this as friendly as possible. Once we've chosen the plan we want to use, let's go back to plan 3. Now we're going to go ahead and put in the first name. Let's put in John. Okay. Then we'll have to click over and hit in John's date of birth. We'll make him 01/01/1975. From that point, we'll click over to gender. It will automatically populate the age field of 32. I put in a big capital M. And now we know he's a male. If he's in perfect health and the Wellpath puts him at with no issues, then his current rate for this plan would be $130.70. Let's go ahead and bring up the guesstimate. In the event that he had an issue, say he had slight depression, say he had reflux disease, you can see the 0.10, 0.15, all the different numbers that you see on the right side are the points that the underwriters tend to add to those rates. If you notice right next to them, if you add those numbers to 0.80, which is the preferred rate, you'll get the numbers under the individual rating factor. They show you what the breakdown is. So let's say he has reflux. So now we're going to rate him up at 10%. So I come into the box here, put 0.90, and now that will add 10% to his rate. Okay, let's go down here and we'll add in his wife. We'll say Jane. And we'll make Jane a couple years younger than him. 1977, so we'll make her 30. Now you'll notice that the females' rates are always slightly higher. Now, if Jane was a smoker, I'm going to show you right here. You just change the N to a Y, and it's going to change the default underwriting factor to 1.06, adding 26% on because of her smoking status. Okay, these are done automatically, or you can take care of them and do them yourself as well. If you put in smoker, you cannot go below that 1.06. It will give you an error code. So if I try to say 1.0, just to give you a factor, it'll give me an error code. Factor must be more than 0.8. So we go back here, 1.06 automatically defaults back in. Let's go ahead and go down and put little Joey in there. Now little Joey's make his birthday 01/1995. So we'll make him about 12 years old. And he's a male. And at this point, once I click out of the field, it automatically recalculates, and now I have the quota rate for my customers of 502.86. Say they're saying that this is a little bit too high, I can always go back up here and change the default plan for everybody. Go back, you'll see, or I can go in here and change it on an individual basis. Those are the options available. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and contact your YBA support team. We'll go ahead and put everybody back at a plan 3. And once you're done with that, you've now completed a quote. That's how simple it really is. Now if you want to print this up, sometimes what you'll have to do is come up here to the print preview, see how it's printing. If you'll notice, it's cutting off the last couple blocks on here, so what you'll have to do is change your margins and change your page break preview. Change that, you go to page break preview, get the office off there, slide the blue lines, click and slide it over to include everything. Because of the way it condenses everything in the page preview now, and it makes it a little hard to read, I tend to change my setup and make this a landscape. Make it a little bit easier to read, and you will have to submit the copy of this quote that you performed on the customers when you submit the application. So make sure it's legible so that the underwriters have the easiest time performing their duties and being able to process this as quick as possible. Once you've done this, just save it to your desktop and you're ready to go. Hope this answers all your questions for performing rate quotes with the Wellpath individual software. If you have any other questions, please contact your YBA support team, and we are always here to help you out. Have a good day and good selling.